Hello, are we actually live? I think we might just about be live. Are we live? Are we actually live? I don't know. Good evening. Hello, anybody here? Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Hello, good evening. I don't know whether we've even got anybody here live. Come on, YouTube, what's going on? I am live. Okay, thanks, Anita. Apparently I'm live. Nothing has changed on my screen. So my screen is looking terrible, to be honest. Bear with me, I'm just trying to sort this. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Good evening, everyone. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if... hang on, let me pop the chat out. Oh, God, what's happened? Oh, hang on. I can't really see what's going on. I've got a secondary... Right, so if I unpop the chat out, if I close this down, is it going to close the chat altogether? Or is it going to... manage moderators? Now I've done that. That's all sorted. Live chat. Right, so that's the live chat. What is going on? Why is my... Okay, so if I close this one down, bear with me, everyone. Sorry. If I close that down... Right, okay, we'll pop it back out and then I'll restore it the other way. Restore chat. Okay, I think this might be working. I can see people's chats now. Anyway, whatever. We are live here on the YouTubes. So yeah, it is one of those days. It wouldn't be YouTube without Gremlins. I know, right? It's because we use the YouTube software, not an external streaming software. But oh God, what was that? I just knocked something over. Doesn't matter. I'll pick it up later. Anyway, good evening, everybody. It is a self-care Sunday with a tarot hour coming up as well. Oh, God. Yeah, so what is everybody drinking tonight? I actually have an adult libation or two just because. No, well, there are reasons, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So, yeah, I have some amaretto and cinnamon flavored Coca-Cola Zero. I don't know what's happening. My chat is completely frozen. So that's just what it is. That's just what we're going to be dealing with today. So then we're just going to have to stick my hair. Oh God, it's going to be annoying, isn't it? Right, stick that out of the way. There we go. Got my cat ears on. Get my hair out of the face. I am right. So the chat is moving now. Hurrah! You've got a matcha latte today. So rock and roll. I know, right? Have I got a Malibu? No, I've got amaretto. You've got red wine, of course. Oh, yes, you saw that on Insta. What's that? Your matcha your matcha latte or something. I still don't know what that is. Is it green grass tea or something? I don't know. So I have a new cup. I have retired the pickle jar because comments. So I have a this is a metal Costa cup that I can drop and it's not going to get damaged, and it does have a lid thing on it, which when you close it, it seals it. So yeah, so for those of you that were taking the piss about my pickle jar, I've got a Costa cup now. So there you go. Right, I'm pouring another. So there we go. That's the last of my amaretto now. So then, yes, hi everybody. You've got a homemade one tonight, and you can't afford Starbucks daily, unfortunately. I know, right? What have I got in my hair? Cat ears. Kelly, hi. Oh God, almost knocking everything over. I have cat ears in my hair, a little cat ear headband. With oh God, what's that? Oh, it's on the headband. It looked like something else. I don't know what that looked like. Kelly's here. Hey everyone, sorry you're a tad late. No worries, my darling. Thank you for joining us on this fun and fantastic Sunday evening of self-care something stuff. I was trying to put this on. Why do people have to take the piss out of things? Use the pickle jar, hun. Now I've got Costa cups now, so it's fine. Again, I think I should be sponsored by Costa, to be honest with you. But anywho's, right, let me just try and sort this. I don't know what's happened. They probably heard that on the YouTubes. No. There we go. Right. Oh, there we go. Thank God for that. You're going to shut the door now. All right, love. Bye. I know, right? Yeah, thank you. Don't gas me out. You're going to set those. The hair is looking good, Lisa. Thank you, darling. I am attempting to... Hold on. Oh, my hands are not working today. I'm trying to put on a necklace, but my hands do not want to work, so I cannot grip anything. Connects through. There we go. Got bloody poppy seeds from a bit of sushi earlier stuck in my teeth. Don't know whether anybody else gets that. Right then, so I needed to do that, didn't I? Right, okay, let's do it this way. Bear with everyone. I was so organised earlier, and then YouTube's gremlins have just completely thrown me and taken me completely and utterly off course. I haven't got a grip. Do I have a grip? No, I don't. Okay, we'll just have to stick the hair up like that. That's fine. There we go. Bit of a bun at the back. Anywho, did I make the sushi? No. It wasn't sushi that we bought, that we made. It was some from, I think it was Aldi that we had to use up. So yeah, that was the sushi that I was referring to. Unfortunately, we haven't made that yet. We will do at some point. So yeah, that is something that is definitely on the cards. Very strange, very, very strange. Just bear with me. Sorry, everybody. I don't know what is going on with everything today. Right, sent that. Good. Text sent. Everything done. I didn't even have time to put my little brooch on. Right, I'm putting my brooch on. I don't even care. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a Self-Care Sunday. 9 minutes in. 9 minutes of faffing around like an absolute dick. But hey ho, we are here, we are rolling. Let's just go for it, shall we? So I'm going to do some skincare first of all, and I'm going to do I've got all this stuff. I'm going to do my Argyle line, which is the serums and things that I do. So I haven't actually worn any makeup today. Well, no, I suppose technically I did, because I was filming in the wee small hours of this morning again. Kelly, welcome to the chat. Oh, okay. Thank you. Welcome to the chat. Please feel free to come and say hi. Everyone is welcome. Remember to guard your privacy. Absolutely. And abide by our community guidelines at all times. Absolutely. Let's hit the thumbs up for Lisa, everyone. Thank you very much for hitting the thumbs up. I think it's showing me that I have 2 thumbs up with 12 people watching live. So that's good. Thank you for that. At least 2 of you don't mind my drivel. Oh, do you know, it's been one of those, it's just one of those days. I'm not getting into it. What's this? Which one's this one? Is that the Matrixel that I need to use, or is that the, yeah, that's the Matrixel I need to use. Right then, so what is everybody doing skincare wise tonight? I am doing my standard skincare routine. God, this is really going to bug me now. My hair is tight and it's just going to annoy me. It says 4 on your end. Oh, let's not even go there, Yaz. Let's not even go there. Let's not have a repeat of last week. I don't know what was happening with the gremlins last week. Show me different numbers of likes to everybody else, but anyway, hey ho. I really should have got my my micellar water out, because I do have some mascara still stuck to my lashes from 3 in the morning. So anyway, see, this is it. Some of you have got 3 likes, some of you have got 4 likes, I've got 2 likes. I don't even care. I don't even care. Let's not worry about it. So then, what is everybody doing skincare wise tonight? As I say, I'm going to go in with my ordinary Argyle line, which I have really found really useful on my forehead lines. It's been really, really good. So I've enjoyed using that. Really, 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 really annoyed. But anyway, I'm just going to go with it. I've got my Matrixel as well. I am running out of my, in fact, I might actually, oh no, there's a little bit in there of my hyaluronic acid, but I do have, oh, pants, it's there, right, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I do have a new hyaluronic, oh shit, that's heavy, 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 heavy. Bear with, everybody, bear with. You're eating a share bag of Cheetos, then popping a Project lip mask on. That's cool. I am going to use something for the first time today, and you will find out where it came from in a video this week. So yes. Or did I say I was going to do it on the next? Oh no, yes. Right, so this is what I'm going to do this week. So I'm using a hyaluronic acid 7 nourishing anti-aging ampoule serums of hyaluronic acid. So I'm using one of these today. Oh, these are weird. They're like little syringy things. So I'm using one of those today for the first time. This is what it looks like. This was sent to me, and you'll see that video coming up later on in the week. Okay, so I'm going to use that today. I'm going to use my Argyle line, my Matrixil. I might stick on some of this, which I got from, I don't know whether this is what Anita sent me or whether this was from the latest in beauty drop. I can't remember. I think it might be what Anita sent me. It is the Balance Vitamin C Brightening Serum, Glow and Radiance. Yeah, so this is really lovely as well. I've been using this for the last couple of days because I finally got through that Superdrugs Vitamin C Brightening lemony orangey thing that they sent. So yeah, finally got through that. Of course, I like that off first meet. What? I have a vision of Cheeto dust covered in a lop mask. What? Cheeto dust covered in a lop mask? I don't know what that is. No mask for you tonight, Yaz. You'll be using your Monuskin oil, the one we got from BIRCHBOX a while back. I never got that because it was in the 2 months that I wasn't with it. And you're using your gua sha. Your gua sha. I've got my gua sha too. Of course, I'll lick that off first, Neat, because you're a classy bird. Yeah. Yeah, it was from Anita. Thank you, my darling. Yes. You're jealous of your Cheetos, Kelly. I'm currently munching through a whole packet of cookies. Oops. You can get Home Bargains, I think it is. Do some little packets, little packets of Maryland mini cookies. They do those, but they're skinny, and I think it's like very little calories. So they're very good. Right then, I'm going to crack on. What should I do first? Oh, we'll do the Argyle line first. This has been really good. I'm really enjoying what it does for my skin at the moment. So how's everybody's week been? What have you all been up to? I have had, so whether you can hear that, if you're going to hear my neighbour today, if you're ever going to hear my neighbour screaming and shouting on a live stream, today's the day, because she has been upstairs and she has been vile today, screaming at her kid like there's no tomorrow. Karina, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, Karina Grubb. Hey, hey, hey. How are you, my darling? I hope you are well. Thank you, Anita. I hope you're well, Karina. Long time no see. I think a couple of weeks or something. Really good to see you. So how's everybody's week gone? Oh, I've just done that again. I've just put more argyle line. Hang on. Let me try and suck it back up into the pipette. Oh, balls. That's because I wasn't paying attention to. Oh, there we go. We've got argyle line all over the face today. All over my face. I don't know whether anybody's actually paying any attention to my skincare routine. I'm not asking you to, by the way. This isn't like a pay attention. This is literally just saying, because I am finding some things going really, really, really well for my skin. This mix of using the Matrixyl and the argyle line has been fantastic. Good evening to Mandy Bloom. Hi, Lisa, and the rest of you lovely people. Good evening, Mandy. It's gone too fast for you this week. Not enough hours in the day. Tell me about it. Although I have filmed 4 videos. I am currently editing the Witchy Wednesday video for this week because it's going to be a long one. Or at least the video is probably not going to be as long as I was filming non-stop, talking non-stop for 45 minutes, and then a second segment of about 25 minutes. So I'm going to try and get it to under half an hour. But it's all about Wicca, witchcraft, paganism, what they mean, and some really good book recommendations. So somebody asked me, you know, what I would recommend in terms of, oh, this is quite thick, the Matrixyl. What I would recommend in terms of witchy kind of books. So I'll put that in with the witchcraft, paganism, and Wicca kind of explanations. So yeah, that's really good. It's a long ass video as well. So I've already started editing that today. I had a quick Zoom call earlier today with Anita, and we were chatting about something. And I showed her the screen and showed her all the little mini segments of film and the editing bits and the sort of the different layers that kind of are one on top of the other on top of the other. And she was like, yeah, no. I was like, yes, when you do your candle channel, this is what you need to do. So I was talking her through it. Yes. So between you, you do the filming, Nick can do the editing. You'll be fine. Right. Anyway, thank you for the comments. My skin has been looking glowing lately, so it's definitely working. It has not been bad, you know. I've started the last couple of days that we've gone out. If I've just like nipped over the shops or something, I have started just doing a very quick little bit of, you know, just a bit of eyeshadow, a bit of base, and then maybe a little tiny bit of setting powder, and actually not doing a full face of foundation. It's been really, really, really nice to be able to do that for a change. Mandy, can't wait for the witchy one. It's fascinating along with tarot. Thank you, Mandy. Did you watch the one that went up this week? Because I was talking all about magical tools. Well, the one that I've just filmed is kind of like a, not really a two-parter. It's more like a, well, it's about Wicca, witchcraft, and paganism and the differences and all of that. So it does touch on a little bit about the tools and stuff, but it should be interesting. It's very much beginner witchcrafty videos. Anyway, excuse me. I'm going in with a balance vitamin C, glow and radiance with active vitamin C. Active. I think this means when you put it on your skin, you start losing weight because the vitamin C does all the exercising. I think that's how it works. So now, if you, oh, it smells really nice. Now, if you looked really closely at my skin with a microscope, you would see all the cells are kind of doing their own little workouts because it's active vitamin C. I know, right? So that's what. How many serums is that we've done so far? We've done the argyle line, the Matrixyl. We've done the balanced vitamin C one. I don't know why I keep putting these in other places. I have got all sorts of other ones to try as well coming up. I've got the Hygen Elixir Nuit. I've got a little, what's this one? La Roche-Posay. Yeah, so I've got a couple of those to try coming up. The Balance Me one we got in one of the boxes. I think it was Rocker Box over the week. I'm also just using up the Inky Q10, just using this up. And I know that this is, again, for brightening, but I'm going to put a little dollop of this on as well. And then I'm going to go to the Hyaluronic Ampoule. Mandy, you loved my wand. Oh, thank you. It's a beautiful, oh shit. It's a beautiful wand, to be honest. I really like it because it's simple. And I also really like it, obviously, because it was Willow's. And so, like, having something that's been passed down from another witch, I just really, it means a lot to me. Same as the Affame, the Affament Oh, that feels so nice. Little Miss Budget Ness, you love the witchy video. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. That's really kind of you to say. Um, oh, there we go. So I'm going to leave this all on my skin for a few minutes. I'm also using the Dr. Botanicals Cocoa Noir Time Reverse Serum. But what I'm doing with this is I'm using it a little bit throughout the day. So if my skin kind of feels a little bit dry, then I'll just whack it on. Like if I've not got any makeup on, I'll just whack it on throughout the day. So I'm really, really liking that. Kelly, your favorite tool was the FMA. You love the story behind it. Oh, thank you, my darling. I absolutely, I've got to say, they're currently set on my altar now because my altar is, I've set it up slightly differently, but it's still set up. But I haven't actually, it hasn't been moved off there yet because it's just one of those pieces that I absolutely adore. And it always makes me think about Wayne whenever I see it. And it's always one of those things where, because we had such a strong friendship and such a strong magical connection, it's one of those things that was just, it was just a key part of my sort of youth, really. And yeah, it's a really big part of who I am. So to have that on display and to have it out and to be able to use it is amazing. And also because there was only a period of time for about maybe 8 or 10 years that Wayne even made them. So and he made them for one of the shops I used to work in, a wiki wacky shop in Leeds. And even the ones that were sold in the shop, which came after the one that I've got, even those ones which were more finely turned and finely tuned, even those are like massive limited edition. Like there was literally only this tiny block of time. Might not even have been 8 years. It might have been less than that. In fact, I think it was less than that. For some reason, I'm thinking 4 or 5 years. But anyway, there was a really finite amount of time for you to get one of these handcrafted tools. So that really did mean a lot to me. And the fact that it's stayed with me, it's been an important thing for all of my house moves over the decades, through everything that I've gone through in my life. It's still here, which is phenomenal. So then I'm going to whack on the last bit of my sort of standard. That balanced me. This has got quite a strong scent to it. Just bear that in mind, everyone. I'm going to whack on the last one, which is my your cousin just bought you some McDonald's fries up. They put too many in his delivery. Don't shoot you. Never shoot you. Never, ever, ever shoot you, Ness. If you like them, enjoy them. We have got, what have we got? We've got gammon, homemade chips in the air fryer, because Rufus has cut those up. And then we've got tender stem broccoli, sproutses, and carrots for dinner after the live stream. So yeah, that'll be nice. What time are we on? 7:25. So that's cool. Right, let me just. Oh, this is really thick. This hyaluronic acid ampoule is really, really, really thick, and it feels this is going to be lovely on my skin. I can't wait. You can't beat Mackey's fries. I prefer Burger King fries. Actually, to be fair, I prefer the ones you get from the takeaways where they put chip spice on. I like any chips with chip spice. I've got to say that is my go-to. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! This is like silk on my skin. Oh my god, that feels amazing. Right, I need the rollerball thing. Oh my god! Right, I'm more than a minute in, so I can say the word orgasm now on YouTube, and I can say fucking things without being kicked off the YouTubes. But oh my god, wow, that silky smooth hyaluronic ampoule thing. That is better than an orgasm. That is better than sex. And now I've just put that. Oh, that feels really nice. That now I've got it with the roller that Kelly sent me. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is heaven. Oh. I know, right? Excuse me. Just making all the sex noises. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, I love it. Harder, faster. Ooh. No, shut up. Anyway. Kelly says, don't worry, Ness. Kelly had some yesterday. She got Mackie D's for the kiddies as a treat before going back to school tomorrow. Oh, bless. I bet you can't wait, can you? I bet you're like, bye, trolls. Bye. Bye. Little Miss Budget, you love Mackey's fries. Not had them in years. No, I'm not. I'm not really a fan of fries. Don't get me wrong. I'll eat them. Oh, this is just so heavenly. I'll eat them wherever I can get them. Put it that way. So if I'm just oh, you had hula hoops chip things. Are they round? Are they like a hula hoop? Yes, but made of potato, like a hollow potato croquette or something. That sounds really cool as well. That sounds really yummy. I've just realised I haven't sent the YouTubey things out on the other channel. That's going to be annoying. I wonder if I can do it. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, the cats would stage a mutiny. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I've missed. I've missed something in the chat. Oh, I can't send it out because it means doing things on the other. We're half an hour in now, so if people on my other channel, on the house channel, if they aren't here for the live, then they're not here for the live. It just means there's fewer people, so you've got more chance to get your readings in a little bit later. That feels so lovely. That hyaluronic ampoule thing is so amazing. I'm gonna have to find out where that came from because it feels so lovely on my skin. Oh, cover button. Oh, Imaginary Kazoo Orchestra. Wow, people. Hi, everyone. What do those rollers actually do? They make you orgasm, Holland. You put your skincare on, and then you literally go, oh. They are for Kelly, Afflicted Beauty, my darling. Would you mind, like, telling us all in the chat, because you're our skincare expert, training skincare expert person, would you mind telling us in the chat what they are for? Yaz, you had the hula hoop things. Cover button. You've seen the hula hoop things in Iceland. Got to say good evening to cover button. Hi. Oh, hang on. They're like hash brown things with holes. They're made by hula hoops and taste just like them. They also do a Space Raider ones. Iceland has lots of goodies in right now. Do they? They sound amazing, to be fair. Little Miss Budget says hi, Holland. Yes, says hi, Holland in cover button. Cover button saying hi to everyone. Mandy Bloom, I fancy trying them. Yes, I want to try them now as well. I wonder if you can stick them in the air fryer. Oh shit, almost dropped me gua sha. So yeah, Afflicted Beauty is our skincare expert. So she's the one that knows all about how to use these things properly. I think you're supposed to, with the gua sha, you do it like this. So you basically you drain the lymph nodes and you drain all the lymphatic fluid back to the nodes. I think that's right. You drag it on the skin and you kind of roll it towards where the lymph nodes are. So we've got some under our neck and we've got some up here. It can help depuff the skin and aid in lymphatic drainage. There you go, lymphatic drainage. I knew it was. I knew that. I was just testing. And so yeah, you use this. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, you did them in the air fryer. Wow. Wow. Cover button. I just thought if I get them, I'll eat them in one go. I know, right? Could you imagine? But they do sound absolutely amazing. You will do that video soon. Oh, thank you. That would be really cool. It'd be really useful to have a video where we can just go, if you want to know how to use these things, go check out Kelly's video over here. I'll link it in the corner. That's what I would like to be able to do. But the gua sha, I like this bit. And I guess that bit is for when you lose all the weight and you haven't got a double chin. So yeah, so I guess that's for that. They also have Parma Violets, ice lollies. No, that's too much sugar. Can't do that. But I don't know what this bit is for. The sort of cutouty bit. It's kind of got a weird shape. So I just kind of, yeah, that very much that. Anyway, yeah. So that's what they're for. But this is also really good when you put in your face mask on, your sheet mask, kind of rolling it in. The bumpy bit is good for a jawline. Is it? What, that bit there? How are you supposed to use that on your jawline? What? Like, hang on. Oh yeah, that feels so good. Yeah, that just feels so it just pinches your skin. Yeah, oh, that feels amazing. That does feel amazing. Yeah, I can definitely feel me lymph draining now. I can feel it from the chin towards the ear. Oh, okay, so this way. So, yeah, look at my jawline now. Oh, I'm snatched. Oh, that's right. Oh, look at me, sister. I'm sister snatched. Oh yes, yes. I am so sister snatched. Are we allowed to mention James Charles? No, because he's cancelled. Right, quite rightly so, dirty bastard. Anyway, you use the bumpy bit on your jaw and cheeks. Oh, it feels okay, but what you could do, a little hack. What you could do, I'm going to do this on TikTok, is put here all your brown contour and here your white highlight, your creams, and then you just go whoop, whoop, and then you've got your Kim Kardashian contour done. Sorted. Not Kim Kardashian West anymore because, you know, divorce. But you go whoop, whoop, makeup's done. And then also you could put cream on this, on half of this side, like darker cream, and half of this on the light cream, and then you just go bloop, bloop, and then you'll have your eyeshadow done as well. See, all these hacks I'm teaching you today. I really like these though. I must say, I absolutely, and I love the fact that Kelly got me this one, and this one came from BIRCHBOX, and they look like they're part of a very, very bougie set. I love that. I love that. You've lost £3. No idea how this week. Oh my God, but Ness, well done. That's really cool. Don't do that, Lisa says, Anita. I'm going to. It'll be on the TikTok. You wait. I've got. Do you know what? I have a list of videos as long as my arm, of different things I want to film. I've got bits and pieces that I want to get up. I've got so many videos that I want to do. It is bonkers, and some of them are very, very funny in my head. So we'll see. Oh my God, Holland, do you not know about James Charles? Right, hang on, let me do this. Okay, so trigger warning. There's going to be a mention of SA activities that James Charles has admitted to. Okay, so very briefly, a year ago, 2 years ago, he basically got called out by Tati Westbrook for coming on to straight men, basically wanting to engage in sexual acts with them, and basically Tati outed him on a video, basically said that he needs to get help. Okay, so then Dramageddon 3 or whatever it was happened. Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, Tati, that whole thing happened. James bounced back from that. He said it was all fiction, it was all lies, and he bounced back from it. What's since come out in the last, it started about 6 months ago, but then that was like the pebble down the mountain that created the avalanche. So basically, there was one kid came forward, I think he was 16 or 17, and said that James Charles was messaging him on, I think it was Snapchat at the time, basically soliciting adulty type pictures. James said that didn't happen. And then over the last few months, there's now, I think we're up to 17 people have come forward. Of them, 10 of them are, oh, Belinda, 1 second. Belinda, I used your ampoule. I used the ampoule today. Thank you very much. Also, thank you very much. Amazing. That'll be going up this week. What was I going to say? Yeah, so also of the 17 people that have come forward and that James has basically slid into their DMs in Snapchat or in TikTok and basically said, join me on Snapchat, he's solicited adulty type pictures and videos from them. Of the 17, I think 9 of them are under the age of 18. So James, this scandal's been coming. It's been like more and more people have been coming forward. The Frenemies podcast has been talking about it. Lots of other people have been talking about it. And last week, James Charles made a video basically admitting that he had done that he had been messaging people, and that it was inappropriate. So this week, Morphe has now dropped James Charles. They dropped his code James sisters. They dropped his code last week. And this week they finally dropped James, and they are not working with James Charles anymore. That's the palette. It's the potential future, release, that because James is coming out with Sisters Cosmetics, or Sisters Beauty or something, his own line of makeup, which allegedly is with Former, who own Morphe. That now apparently is not going to be happening, or at least it's not going to be happening via Morphe. It's probably going to be solo branded, like just Sisters, and available in other shops and things. So yeah, so that's all been going on. So James is well and truly cancelled, like big time cancelled. Like he should be arrested right now for doing the things that he was doing. So that's been pretty out there all over the social medias this week. As is, I saw Cover Button said about Jeffree Star. Yeah, Jeffree Star hit, because he moved to Wyoming, he hit a patch of black ice in his Rolls Royce driving with his friend Daniel, and they hit a patch of black ice. The Rolls Royce basically turned over, ended up going down a ditch, and ended up right way up, but basically ended up down a slope. So Jeffree Star has broken his back, he's broken his vertebrae and his vertebrae that aren't attached. So he's having to wear a back brace for at least 6 months. And then now the friend as well, Daniel, who's basically gone through lots of colon cancer treatment, he's now having to have surgery, probably as we speak, actually, because the surgery has left, and the accident has left lots of fissures, lots of bleeds into his colon and his bowel and things. So he's really, really suffering. So they were very lucky to be alive. There are photos out on social media of the car with massive dents in it. And yeah, he can walk, Cover Button. He's got some smashed vertebrae or some like damaged vertebrae that he's having to put back in. Good evening to Kirsty, my oppo. Hi, darling. Hi, all. I'm here, late but better than never. Well, late but better than never. Better that than never. I was trying to read that. I read that wrong 3 times. Absolutely, my darling. So yeah, so the Morphe palette with James Charles is probably going to go into the discount bin relatively soon, the same as they did with all the Jeffree Star stock. So if you wanted a James Charles palette, then keep an eye out for that. To be honest with you, it's not something that I want. I have one Morphe palette, and that is the Jeffree Star one. But apart from that, it just isn't something that I want. I don't want. You could give it to me, and I probably would pass it on to somebody else because it's just not something that I'm after. I don't need any more Morphe palettes than I think I've got 2. Technically, I've got 3, but one's for a giveaway. So yeah, so anyway, that's all the drama about James Charles and also then Jeffree Star. But the accident only happened in the last, I think, day before yesterday, and then yesterday today he was on the Snapchat and Instagram updating people. Again, I'm not really fussed either. Anita said, don't really care about them. They're not nice humans, in my opinion. No, I absolutely agree. Yaz, you wish the palette was more interesting. It's a pretty boring palette, to be honest. I don't think it's boring. I think it's just a rainbow palette that we've seen 100 times before. And the fact that there's 39 colors, it's a big unwieldy palette. Like, do you really need something that big? Do you need that much of a big bulky palette in your collection? Probably not, to be honest. Probably not. And Anita's point about neither of them being particularly nice human beings, I don't wish either of them any harm. I think that Jeffree is very, very typical of a lot of gay men that I know that came up in the sort of age that he came up in. We're very much shock values in the sort of the 80s, the 90s, that whole kind of Steve-O and what was it called? Jackass and all of that. Those shock tactics things people did, and it doesn't make it right that he said racist things, but you know, it's something that I can understand, even though I can't ever forgive, if that makes sense. But as for the makeup, really interestingly, I was on the website yesterday, or was it maybe the early hours of this morning? The spring mystery boxes are still available, all of them, and they're not hugely expensive. So it's not like oh my god, these are like 55, $100 million. They were standard kind of prices, like 90 quid, 80 quid, or whatever, upwards, for a mystery box, including the medium-sized ones that are 80, like they're $100. So we've got 80 quid. They ask for a size, so it'll be t-shirts or hoodies or things. So yeah, absolutely bonkers. Holidays to Sri Lanka. I wish we could holiday anywhere. You're from Sri Lanka. Nice to know you, my friend. Holidays to Sri Lanka. What is your name, Holidays? Because we can't just call you Holidays to Sri Lanka. The Jeffree Star mystery boxes look pretty meh this time round too. I've got to say, I saw one of them being opened, and it had the Bloodlust palette and the Orgy palette in, and I did kind of think, ooh. But then as Rupert said to me, do you need the makeup? And I was like, no. And it's FOMO, and I'm like, I really don't even want it. I've got those colors. There's a reason I didn't buy those palettes when they were released, and that reason still holds true. So yeah. Sammy Cooper, good evening, Sammy, my friend. Hello, I hope you are well. Ooh, Sammy, you need to Insta me, honey. Yeah, Sammy, you need to Insta Kirsty, apparently. Imaginary Kazoo Orchestra is saying a hi to Sammy and Holiday. Holiday, you've been vegan for 14 years. Congratulations. I'm not vegan. I'm having gammon for my tea. Lucky Sammy is in the room. Lucky Sammy. Are you Lucky Sammy? Oh yeah, because you won the thing, didn't you? You won the giveaway on Kirsty's live stream on Friday. I had to stop and think then. Do you know what? It's been like 2 months since Friday. It's not 2 days, 2 months since Friday just happened. Lucky Sammy is in the room. Yay! I know Sammy. Mandy Bloom says hi to Sammy and Holidays. Holidays, we need a name. We can't call you Holidays. Like, unless your name is Holidays. Like, I mean, okay, fine. Listen, I take that back. Holidays, if you want to be Holidays, that's absolutely fine. I'm not going to say Holidays in Sri Lanka because it sounds like you're trying to make us go and look at your website and buy up and sign up and all of that crap, which I'm not going to do. But if your name genuinely is Holidays, that's fine. I have renamed myself in my lifetime twice from my birth name. So there you go. So I am the last person to ever insist that somebody use a real name. So if you want to be Holidays, that is absolutely fine, my darling. Kelly, oh God, chat. Bouncy chat. Ha ha ha. Oh yeah, congrats on the win, Sammy. Yay. Holidays to Sri Lanka. Anyana. Oh, that's a lovely name. Oh wow. Oh, that's really pretty. Is that right? Anyana. Lucky Kelly too. She won my giveaway. Did she? Oh, I didn't win that. Oh, okay. Well done, Kelly. I didn't win that. I entered it, didn't win that. Imaginary Kazoo Orchestra, you've been vegetarian for 28 years. Do you win? I've been a meat eater for 44 years. Do I win? What are we winning? Is there a prize? Lots of winners in the room tonight. Yes, give yourself a round of applause, everybody. Give yourself a round of applause for winning the prize of being here on the live. Yay! So the vegans win, and the vegetarians win, and the Episcopalians, is that the church? Pescatarians, the fish eaters win, and the meat eaters too, yay! And the people on a diet, you win, yay! And the fatties that eat all the cake, you win as well, yay! Like me. Kirsty, you might have to approve Sammy's message if she isn't a follower. Oh, that's a good point. Belinda Chapman's clapping as well. Belinda, you definitely win. You made me cry. You'll see that. Making it up. Yay, well done, Cal. I've not watched the winner reveal video yet. No, neither have I. I didn't know it was gone up. I actually looked at, did I look earlier today? I think I looked earlier today as well. I've been editing today. So I've been editing the witchcraft video for Wednesday. I've got an unboxing from a friend mail. I wonder who could have sent me that. I've kind of given it away now. I've got an unboxing of a friend mail that again made me cry. That's going up this week. And also my latest in beauty picks is going up this week. And I've got, what's the other one as well? There's another one. Oh, and I've done a Shop My Stash refresh with one brand-ish, like 1.5 brands, but just one brand. So I have done that this week as well. So that's really cool. So yeah, I've been really busy. A lot of these have been filmed over the last couple of days, so I'm editing as we speak. And also, for those of you just joining, hold on 1 second. For those of you that are just joining, I have retired my pickle jar drinking glass because I got comments. So well done to everybody that commented and made me feel bad and like the poor council estate like cousin. I now have a lovely metal Costa cup. So it's still one that I can pop the lid onto, seal that, and then if I knock it over, are you ready? If I knock it over, nothing comes out. So, oh, now I can't get it open. There we go. So it's the same principle. And tonight I am drinking Coca-Cola Cinnamon Zero Sugar and the last of my amaretto, which I have now finished. So yes, I have an adult libation. I don't even care. Oh, pants. Little Miss Budget, 4 videos have gone up this week. They have gone up this week. Oh, hold on 1 second. Oh, I've noticed that, my darling. I have noticed that. You're doing like 100 collabs at the moment. Like every other one of your videos is a collab. I watched your, oh, you see, I'm going to say, I think it was the Shop My Stash refresh that you've just done. Oh God, what are we looking at? Anita, 18 in the chat. Can we get some more thumbsy uppies, please? Yes, can you do the thumbsy uppies? I want to hit at least 12 by the time we start the tarot, please. Holidays to Sri Lanka. You're 38, vegetarian since childhood, and in 2007 you became vegan. Oh, well done. Was there a reason for that? Was it health reasons? Do you just not want to eat eggs or something? Oh God. The chat is bonking everywhere. Bonkering. Jumping. That's the word. You walked over 10k yesterday, Cover Button, and have eaten everything in the fridge today, and you've not finished yet. Well, if you've eaten everything in the fridge, then obviously you've finished because there's nothing else to eat. You walked over 10k yesterday. Were there no buses running? You could have just got a bus. So yeah. Oh no, I don't think you are, Holland. I don't think you are. Yes, you've not seen those cups in your Costa yet, but I bought a similar one from Aldi and it's great too. Oh my god. On last Wednesday, on Witchy Wednesday day, it was also the 3 days of Costa 50p drinks. So we went and got a load of drinks, and I also then bought a black one of these, or white one of these, and it's a SpongeBob cup. It's a plastic. It's plastic. It's yellow. It looks like a pineapple, and it looks like who lives in a pineapple under the sea. That's what it looks like. That is what it looks like. Okay. So I got all of those because they are half price at the moment. So if you want decent quality reusable coffee cups, like, I'm not sponsored by Costa. If you're watching this, anybody from Costa, fucking sponsor me already, because I give your company so many shout outs. Like, just give me some free coffee every day, or like a year's supply or something, and I'll go through it in a month. But just give me something, and I'll be an official sponsor. I don't mind. I'll do that. I don't mind. Because I drink the hell of a lot of coffee at the moment. Anywho, yeah, holidays wins, Holland. Sorry. You think you're here twice though, as you're on your TV and on your phone, which is casting. Oh, that's interesting. So then, yeah, you are. Well done, my darling. Well done. That's really cool. I think. What does that mean? If your phone is casting, is it not on the same account though? I don't know how that works. But anyway, thank you, Holland, my friend. Thank you very much. Afflicted Beauty. Sorry, oh no, I've read that. 4, fantastic, Little Miss Budget. Yeah, that was really good. Kirsty, you've had several libations today. I am feeling the libations today, my darling. It was an anniversary today, so I absolutely am feeling the libations. But hey ho, we are rocking it. You've loved all your videos this week, Vanessa. Yeah, I think I saw. I haven't seen the one yet, the Charmed Wench collab one. Haven't seen that, but I think I've seen the rest of them up until that one because that only went up today. I have. Well, I know I have so many collabs. Yeah, you do. I love you, vegetarian. Oh, I'm not vegetarian, but thank you for loving the vegetarians. Let's have a little look. See, the cup looks like a cauldron. It does. That's why I've got it. That was why I've got it. I've also got a sticker. If I show you, I haven't got it on my phone, have I? I was about to show you a sticker that isn't even on my phone. But it's a bit like the triple moon and the goddess image. And I tried sticking that onto these, and they're like that non-stick kind of wipe clean, easy clean material thing. So that didn't happen. You have no one to collab with unless anyone can think of a beauty kazoo. I'll do a kazoo collab with you. I don't know. You could do the Bewitched theme tune on a kazoo, and I'll put it under my thingy or something, under my intro title screen. I haven't got anyone to collab with either. I can't get a like to save my life. I can't get a thumbs up on this video to save my life. Let's see if that works. Does anybody know who I was stealing that from then? If you do, put it in the comment. You went to Costa today and wanted to cry having to pay full price. 50p Costa spoiled us. I know. But luckily, I was amazed because I finally managed to download the Costa app again. And I got my £22.70 of points back. That's like 5 coffees or something, 6 coffees. I'm so happy about that. So yeah, really happy with that. He did, thanks Kel. Socks on now and has been for an hour. Oh, little Louis had a fab day. What have I missed? What have I missed? I've missed something. I'm sure I'm missing something in the chat. Oh, was it Louis' birthday today? I don't know what's happening. I think the amaretto's kicking in. Sammy Cooper, thank you, Kirsty. Still can't believe it's been what? Still can't believe it. Been following for a long time. Not sure why I didn't go through. Well done to all the other lucky winners. Yeah, vegetarians love you too. Holidays. I'm sure many of us are vegans waiting to happen. That does happen sometimes. Yeah. Louis had his birthday party today. Oh my God! Why did I not know? I could have sent something. You just message brands on Instagram for a lot of your collabs. Most ignore you or say no, but you have a drawer full of goodies. Ah, but Belinda's doing the brand collabs, you see. That makes sense. Whereas we were talking about like the video collabs and having like doing different videos with a group of people doing the same things. But that does also make sense, Belinda. I need to start doing that. I really do need to start messaging companies and going, hello, send me free shit. The only thing is they'll watch one of my videos and then we've got the new intro where it's all like, hi, we go beyond the PR and give you an authentic review. They'll all be like, no, because I'll be like, I love this moisturizer, but it's fucking green and it turns your face green and you look like the Incredible Hulk and then it looks like you're growing moss because it just dries it. You know what I mean? Could you imagine? They'll be like, we sent you something, but okay, don't mention it. Don't talk about it, please. Could you imagine? Yeah. Anyway, lucky Lady Belinda. I wish I was more forward with things like that. I know I'm not very good with that, but you see, this is why I don't win. This is why I am one of life's losers. In that I don't push myself, I don't promote myself, I don't do that whole kind of go and watch this. I'm really good at this. I'm so good because in my head it's like, why do people watch me? You're what? Watch the video of my friend mail unboxing. You'll see. I'm like, why does anybody even watch me? I don't even understand. So it's so crap. Gonna open queues at 7:55. Okay, my darling. So Kirsty is going to open up the questions for the tarot. Oh, in 4 minutes. Bum. Bollocks. Right. Okay. We're going to do a very quick sheet mask. Oh, pants. I didn't even realise the time. I've just been chatting. That's the amaretto, that is. Yeah, happy birthday to Louis for tomorrow. Happy birthday to little Louis. I hope he has a lovely, lovely day. Right, should we do this one? It's a pineapple because I said about who puts a pineapple on her face. I do, and it's weird. At least it would be authentic, I know, right? Could you imagine, Belinda? I'm literally like, I've got this mask. It's a load of shit. Don't buy it. And they'll be like, oh, go watch Lisa's channel for like authentic reviews on our products. This is really rubbish. I don't think you should buy it. It's crap. They'll be like, blacklist, blacklist, blacklist. Oh, everybody's saying hello. Happy birthday to Louis in the live chat. That is fantastic. If I'd known, I would have put something in with the parcel. What I did send you. Do you like what English? What I did use then? It was good, wasn't it? I would have done that. Oh God, that's so annoying. Right, I'll have to put something in the post for him. Tell him that Lisa from the telly that waves at him like this is going to put something in the post for him, and he can have it in the week. Right then, I've got. Where did this come from? Is this Home Bargains? I don't know. It's made by TJ Morris Limited, and they've got addresses all over the place. But it's made in China. I don't know where I got this from. Your little munchkin is 3. I know. We welcome you to Munchkin Land. La 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 la. Just think then, Kirsty. This time 3 years ago. You were yeah. It was all getting a bit ow, wasn't it? I know. Oh, ow, each, ouch. Yes. Right. Oh, this is slimy. Oh no, slimy. Oh my God, texture version. Oh my God, this is like frog spawn. This is horrible. Why? Oh, this is not nice. Oh no, this is really, really slimy. Really slimy. Oh my God. Right, I'm gonna have to hold it by the piece of plastic on the back. Oh my God, this is horrible. This is really horrible. Oh. Oh, it smells nice though. A bit ouch. Belinda, really sorry to miss the rest of the live. It's your husband's birthday as well, so you're off to watch a film. Oh, Belinda. Oh my God, my darling. Okay, well, happy birthday to hubby. I hope you watch a fantastic film. Have a really, really lovely evening and have a couple of drinks, but not too many drinks that you can't have some fun later for his birthday, if you know what I mean. Anywho, yeah, watch the video this week, Belinda, and you'll see that you made me cry. So yeah, you did. And I will love you and leave you and see you either next Thursday on the Health Channel or Friday over on Kirsty's or back here next Sunday. So yeah, thank you, my darling. Imaginary Kazoo Orchestra, a bit ouch. I don't know what that means. Yaz is finally going to the B&M on Tuesday for the first time in ages, so we'll treat myself to some snazzy face masks. This time 3 years ago, you were having arguments with the doctors, really saying, I am in labour. Yes, I am. Me Fury's twitching and everything. I don't know how labour works. Or happy birthday to Mr. D as well, Mr. C, or Mr. Belinda. Okay. Have a great evening and speak soon, says Kirsty. Right, I'm putting this on. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God, it's slimy. I don't like it. Ooh. Slimy. I don't like it. It's slimy. You know, this is not beauty related, but any more Star Trek coming up? Yes, there will be. Oh, thank you, cover button. Yes, there will be. There will be some more Star Trek lives. What I would do. Oh, it feels weird. What I will do. Oh, that feels nice. Aren't they just CB? What's CB? The radio. I don't know what you mean. Oh, aren't the Star Trek lives addictive? Aren't they, CB? That's what you mean. Yeah. It is very juicy, this mask. Super, super juicy, but very, very wet and slimy. And very sticky, actually, to be fair. This is going to be weird. Tanisha's here. Tanisha, my darling. Good evening. Good evening, Tanisha. How are you, my love? Thank you so much for joining. I haven't seen you on one of my lives for a few weeks. Thank you so much for joining us today. I've got a sheet mask on. If you're wondering why I look like this, it's a sheet mask. Oh, they're really good. Cover button. A good crew absolutely makes the difference on that game. It really, really does. It really makes a huge difference. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple. I'm looking for some wipes. Have I got any wipes? I did have some wipes. Oh, they're there. If you've got a good crew, hang on a second. There we go. There we go. Oh, oh yuck. Renata's here. Hi, Renata, my darling. How are you? Hello, everyone. Hello, Lisa. Hi, Renata. I hope you are well. Yeah, cover button. I was just saying, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of lives and stream them, and then they'll be available on replay for about maybe a day or two, and then they're going to get taken off. And then I will edit them and pop them over on a gaming channel that we're kind of is on the back burner at the moment, but we're wanting to do. So I will then kind of edit them, because if you've got a, I look like the Elephant Man or something, like the John Hurt film. This, or like a cross between the Invisible Man and the Elephant Man. It's weird. You don't know. I don't know how you remember who is where on the ship and the resources to fire. To be honest with you, Mandy, the game is actually really easy. Oh, hang on. Oh, thank you, Tanisha. You say, hello, Lisa. I also wish to use a jade roller. I know you put on the masks on Self-Care Sundays. Yeah, absolutely. I've got a really, really funny one that is from the friend mail that I will be wearing next Sunday, actually. So, yeah, you do need to watch out for next Sunday's one. I'm not sure how it's going to go. It's something that Rufus would buy me. It's one of those masks, and it's been sent to me, so I will definitely use it. But it's one of those that I'm thinking, oh, my God. I'm going to find bits for days. I really am. But yeah, so no, the game is really good, to be honest with you. It's a really, really good game. And you remember kind of, there's 4 positions you can play on: helm, tactical, engineering, and captain. And because you played on each one of those, it basically, you know kind of what the roles are. So yeah, I never did wear your rubber mask. It's here, it's in my kit. It's actually, right here. It's right here. This is one that I have massive texture aversion to, so I will have to gird my loins for that. Christina Lodge is here. I've just seen. Good evening to Christina. Hi, my darling. I hope you are well. Right then, everybody's saying hello. So sweet of you, Yaz. Really. Hi, Christina. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. It's so lovely. I love this group of people. We are such a lovely friendly group. Your blue icon is gone and has a lovely photo. It does. Right then. So the lovely Kirsty there in the chat has just opened up. Oh, wow. Your granddad is getting an SS Enterprise urn. Is that the Star Trek one, you mean? Like the USS Enterprise? I hope somebody does that for you one day too. Oh, my God, that's amazing, Holland. Oh, yeah, it's amazing. Right then, so we are opening up the tarot listing now. I was yeah, oh, Holland, I just want to give you a big old hug, but you know, here we go, internet hug. There we go. I hope you're feeling okay, my friend. It's really difficult when people pass. It's really hard. And I would like to say it gets better, but today is 5 years since Mum, and it really hasn't got a lot better. But you know, you just learn to live with it in a different way. Do you know what I have done? Oh no, there they are. I was about to say I have put my tarot cards somewhere else, but I've got them. Right. So then, everybody, the tarot is open. So if you would like a free tarot reading, it is a 3-card reading. Then you need to put your question into the chat with the word question, and then put what it is that you would like a reading about. It can be anything at all, but we do ask that it not just be, you know, can I have a general reading? It's a little bit easier if you actually ask an actual question. Then what happens is Kirsty will take the questions and send them over to me on their Instagram. Oh God, hang on a second. Oh, I need to take this off. It is slimy and I keep touching it and then my hands are getting like sticky again. So yeah, then basically what happens is that Kirsty will send me them across on Instagram and I will go through the list. Now we don't have an awful lot of slots to do these. We only have about 5 or 6 slots available. We will try and keep them to within about 10 minutes. But if you do want a reading, please do pop your question into the live chat now. Now, I do have to say, I have been a tarot reader for about, I always say 23 years, but I think it's 25. Because I was 19 or 20 at an event where I first sort of picked them up. But professionally, for about 23 years. I have done it at psychic fairs, in the Corn Exchange in Leeds. I was kind of the resident tarot reader there for a bit. I've done tarot parties. I have done private events. I have done, you name it, within the tarot field. I have done it all apart from kind of those phone lines, you know, where you pay like £1 million per minute. So yeah, so I will do you some readings. We will do 3-card readings in the live chat today. So if you're wanting a 3-card read, do please let me know. As I say, you just simply need to ask a question, starting with the word question, and then pop your question. Dead simple. So I do need to say that tarot is for entertainment purposes only. You do make all of the decisions about your own life. Okay, that's really, really important to remember. Plus, tarot should never be used to replace medical advice, legal advice, financial advice, or counseling advice, ever. So always, always, always go to a professional if you want one of those, if you want that bits of information. So if you're being sued, don't ask a tarot reader what's likely to happen. Go and get a lawyer. You know what I mean? If your arm falls off, don't go and contact a tarot reader and ask how you should reattach it. Go to the bloody hospital. Go and see a doctor. You know what I'm saying? So with all of that being said, let's crack on then, shall we? I'm going to oh, I think I'm getting messages coming through. Not like that, not from the other side, although we shall see about that. Right, let me just have a little look-see. Right, here we go. I've got the question. Karina Grubb, will I make my new hobby into a business? Wow, that's a fascinating question, isn't it? So if you are here live, you can get a free reading. All you need to do is come and say hello. and put your question in the live chat, starting with the word question. If you're here on replay, you can still get a reading, but it will cost you $5. It is over on Fiverr.com. It's $5, and I think I get like £3.60 or 70 or something from each of those readings, but it's a 3-card reading over there. I do it on a video, and I will send that across to you, and you can download it and either laugh at me and take the piss or go, oh my god, she's so right, spooky, or whatever. And currently over on Fiverr, I have a 5-star rating because I just do, because I'm that good. Right, I'm taking a leaf out of Belinda's life, and I'm going to big myself up for a change rather than like putting myself down. In fact, Karina, bear with me 1 second. No, God, no. Before I do that, before I do your reading, let's have a self-care oracle card, shall we? So this is for everybody. If you are having a bit of a wibbly day, bit of a wibbly week, if you are just in need of a little self-care reminder, let's have a little look-see at what the self-care oracle is saying. And I am going to specifically include myself in this as well. So this isn't just for me. This is the 14, 15 other people watching this on the live stream as well, and everybody watching on replay. I've got to say the replay crew is absolutely massive. We are getting about 130 views on the replays. So thank you to everybody who isn't able to join me live, but is joining on the replay. Ponder replay, as Rihanna once said. Right then, let's cut the oracle card and reveal. We have, oh, okay, we have chanting. There we go. So this card is all about chanting. So we can think of it in the Buddhist term of Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme 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 Om. We can think of it in terms of oh, that changed my vibration completely then. We can think of it in terms of chanting for something specifically, like affirmation, where we keep repeating something over and over and over in our heads, or over and over and over physically. It's something that is also used in meditation. So I use like chanting and things in a lot of the oh my god, my brain has just done a complete brain fart. In a lot of the mindfulness that I use, but this has got the I think it's the Sanskrit there, the Om, from the sort of Buddhist structure, and also all of that. So yeah, so I think that when we're talking about chanting, it is very much that thing of focusing on an intent, whether that is to clear your mind, like Om Mani Padme Om and some of the mindfulness, or whether that is an intent of something that you are wanting out of life, like an affirmation. So that is something that I would say, whatever that means to you, there's a reason that this card is coming up. So for me personally, I need to take more time to chant and to affirm my strengths. So yeah, absolutely need that for my strengths. Just before I read, Brian is admiring your ears, Lisa. Well, your headband is. Ah, thank you. They are little lilac-y pink pussy ears. So yeah, I love my purple, not pink, lilac purple pussy ears. So then, let me just go on. So we're going to do the reading first of all from Karina. Tanisha, I have your reading up next, okay? So for Karina, is Karina going to make the hobby a business? So then, cards, what have you got to say to that? What are we looking at? Is Karina's new hobby going to be their new business? Let me have a quick little look-see. Right, there we go. Does that feel right? No, that feels okay. That feels okay. That feels okay. And we're going to cut this. Wow, that's a super high cut. Really? Okay. Obviously, the card was right near the top. So then, here we go. We have, okay. We have the 9 of Wands reversed in your past position. Now, Wands is all about security. So it's all about bricks and mortar security, but also your sense of self, as I always say. I think this is more on the bricks and mortar security. Karina, can you just put into the chat what your hobby is, what field it's in? Because there's definitely something here that is interesting. So the 9 of Wands is all about kind of feeling very secure, but kind of, right, okay, I've got it, it's beauty, right, okay, got it. This is about, come on brain, we've got it. I just need to get the word because my fibro has just deleted the word out of my head. It's about complacency and feeling that you were stuck in a rut. So your new hobby has come out of that. It's come out of something where you were like, I'm kind of bored. Everything's kind of like, things are going well in general in your life, but there's something missing, something that you're wanting to focus on. The reason I'm saying that is that this has come up reversed. So the fact that it's come up because of a sort of negative feeling, that's something that you can absolutely take forward. That's something you can absolutely kind of push with, because quite often that feeling of being stuck in a rut, that feeling of being kind of like, you know, oh my God, every day is like the next, Groundhog Day, all of that, that can be a real good kick up the backside for you to actually move forward and to kickstart something. So if that's what you've done with a hobby, if that is something that you have shifted and changed, if it's in the beauty world, it depends where we're talking in the beauty world, to be honest, because anything where you're dealing with clients face to face, you obviously need to have personal liability insurance, training, all of that. Anything where you're doing it via video chat, so things like YouTube, it takes a long time to get anywhere on YouTube to the point where you're going to be making any serious, serious coin. Now, I know you can't see the cards. There's no financial career card here. Oh, 1 second, bear with me. There's no financial career card here just yet. Okay, Holland. Okay, my friend, and give my love to the lovely Brian. Give him a big old squeeze, and have a lovely dinner. Let us know what you're having. Yeah. Anyway, so Karina, if it's something where you are, if it's something where you have basically kind of, you're pivoting and you're going down a course where you are training or something like that, then that is really interesting. Now, the one thing I will say is there's a slight kind of advisement on this card, which is basically saying that actually that feeling of complacency, that feeling of wanting to start something different, wanting to start something new, and or make a change in your routine, that can go with you even when you start a new routine. So it depends on why you started this hobby. If it's because like, oh my God, I'm in lockdown and I'm so bored, then that's one thing. You're in training, fantastic. That's a really interesting thing. That's a really cool thing. Because I was going to say, if it's just because you're bored and it's just like something to do whilst we're in lockdown, then once we're out of lockdown and everybody starts trying to return to their lives, then you've got issues. It's a bit like, I don't know if anybody watches the Marvel films, when Thanos snapped his fingers and everybody, half the planet disappeared. When they all came back, spoilers, when they all came back, it was like they're now going to try and, they're going to try and pick up where they left off. And actually, everybody that had been left for 5 years has picked up their life and moved on. And it's that kind of thing. So yeah, I think there is a very big, kind of learning curve ahead of you. But because this is a card which is talking about kind of making that shift, and because this has come up in your recent position, I think that's going to be quite well suited. Now, your current position, we have the King of Swords. Now, Swords is all about trouble and strife, but it's also all about ideas. So this could be a blockage that's kind of there at the moment. So if there is somebody in your life, if there is a partner or a father figure, a male figure kind of coming in and saying, oh, well, I'm not sure about this, I'm not sure about that, I'm not really feeling it. If there is somebody there kind of like having that kind of energy, then just be aware of them. It could also be that this is all about ideas and that somebody else has kind of said to you, just go for it. And that's kind of the jumping off point. So it can go either way. It depends whether this was kind of your idea that you kind of jumped, or whether there's somebody kind of trying to not block it, but whether there's somebody just kind of with an opinion that you don't want to hear. You know what I mean? So yeah, so just be aware of that. Now, future, I think you're going to have is going to be up and down. Okay, in all honesty, it's going to be up and down because you've got the 5 of Cups, and Cups is the emotional suit. So this is the suit all about sort of your hearts and feelings, your emotions. But it's also, oh my God, I used to love Linda McCartney pies. Sorry, I've just seen that in the chat. Linda McCartney pies were amazing. It's so if I show you it, the person is crying over these 3 cups that have been spilt, not realizing that there are 2 still here in the background that they've put for safekeeping. So I think this is something that you need to do. Really, yes, look at the longer term. So put things in for safekeeping and don't get bowed down, don't get bogged down, don't get caught up in it when things go wrong. Because things will go wrong from time to time. They absolutely will. There will be something where you go, oh, I'm going to do this, something happens. I'm going to do that, something happens. There will be things that come up. And what you've got to do is just keep persevering and just keep remembering that even though sometimes you will knock over some of your glasses of wine, there's still wine here to be drunk. You know what I'm saying? I will pull you a fourth card. Right, you've got the High Priestess reverse. So this is education, this is learning, this is about you becoming a boss ass bitch. This is what this is. So it's reverse, which means it's going to take a bit of a, you're going to have to take a bit of a circuitous route. Again, post-lockdown, everybody is having to do extra training and extra things. So it may well be that if you're doing nails, that you know you're going to have to jump through 15 more hoops than you would have done before in order to work as your own business. It may well be if you want to work in salons, again, you're going to have to jump through more hoops, but absolutely you will get there, because the High Priestess, if I flip it up, you can see she's holding the Torah, and she's basically somebody of authority. She's somebody of power. And this is coming up in your reading. That's basically what this is saying, is that you're going to have to do a few, jump through a few hoops, do a few cartwheels, do that kind of, you know, that Black Widow thing, you know, in all the films where they try and do a heist and they've got the laser beams and they spray the spray and then they have to do that backflips and that through the laser beams. You're going to have to do that to get to where you want to be. It's not going to be as straightforward as it could be, but if you do all those backflippy things, then you'll be absolutely fine. It just means dotting the T's and crossing the I's. Yeah, dotting the I's and crossing the T's and doing that extra work when it's needed. I do wish you all the very best, my darling, especially because I need my nails done. So yeah, so absolutely wish you all the best. I think at the moment you are, I get the impression from the cards that this is a new thing, and I think you've got a long way to go in terms of studying and doing your own business, but absolutely keep focused on it, properly keep focused on it, because there is so much good that comes out of doing things and making those changes in life. Literally, look at the community that we have developed here on the YouTubes. I mean, this literally was me feeling bored and starting a channel back at the end of last year, year before. Literally started in the October, started uploading in December of 2019, and then lockdown. So literally after lockdown, I met the lovely Kirsty, Ellie, a lot of these other people that have become really big parts of my life, like our amazing Spanish squad. So Yaz and Kelly and the wonderful Anita, and then all of you amazing people that come on here and watch, and are amazing, absolutely phenomenal subscribers who you all make me cry. You all make me cry all the time. So yeah, so like you're all bonkers for watching my drivel, but I very much appreciate it. And all of that has come out of making a random decision because I was bored. So you know what I'm saying? So big things happen from those random decisions. Okay, my darling. Right then, let's have a little look-see. Tanisha, Kelly says, if you're doing acrylic nails, a great way to practice and for a start off on your business, handmade stick-on nails are a great option. Oh, that's a really good idea. There's lots of those about at the moment, aren't they? Lots of companies are coming out with handmade stick-on acrylic nails. Yeah, do that, Karina. That sounds amazing. Also, it means you can practice on the little sets, and then you put them together, and then you just put them up on Etsy or eBay or somewhere, and somebody will buy them. Really good idea, Kelly. Really, really good idea. Right then, let's have a little look-see. Yeah, absolutely, Yaz. Good luck with it all, Karina says. Yaz, absolutely, my darling. I totally mean it when I say that, you know, we have a very, very, very talented group of people here. Robin, the lovely Strange Presence, they do nails and things as well. And hopefully, if we ever do get to the point where we can do meetups and things, then we could have a whole section of people kind of doing beauty stuff, and we can over here be doing tarot and things. It could be amazing, amazing, like IMATs but with tarot and oracle and crystals. Be amazing. Anyway, let's have a little look-see. So Tanisha, will you be having a full life, well, a life full of freedom in future, or will you be restricted in a number of aspects? And why I never agree with people, am I getting extremely mean or aggressive? Tanisha, I can tell you right now, without even asking a single card, that you are not getting mean or aggressive. You don't have that in you, but you are getting assertive. That's what I can tell you. You are starting to find your voice, and you, oh my God, this is like, I don't even need the cards for this. But you are starting to find your voice, and you are starting to stand up and to say, and make your own space in the world and hold your space. That is the thing. Now, some people will always see that as aggressive, but I just find it as it's you being assertive. There is a massive difference. I totally get that. Hang on, right? Let me. I'm literally, Jesus Christ. I'm downloading a shit ton of information into my brain right now, and I need to wait for the cards to come up to actually use it, because I absolutely think that you have an amazing kind of, you're in a transitioning bit right now where you are standing up for yourself. You're learning who it is to be you and who you are, and the fact that you are entitled to that. So absolutely right. Let me have a little look see. Right. Let's see what the cards say. Oh, hang on. Flipped over. Right. Okay. So then, Tanisha, is Tanisha being really like aggressive and nasty, or is she come on, is she going to have a life full of freedom, or still some restrictions? Let's have a little look. So, oh wow, okay, oh my god, my darling, yes, absolutely right. Oh my god, yay. So you can't see what I've just seen, but anyway, I'm going to show you. So in the past position, we have the 10 of Swords. Now, you tell me if you know who Kate Bush is. You might not know. She was like a UK singer in the 80s, I think. But that card always reminds me of what she looks like. And she sang the "I'm running up that hill." Awful song. I can't stand her voice. It drives me bonkers. But anyway, I saw her live in concert 2 years ago. It was like weird. Anywho, you don't need to know all of that. This is representative of arguments and of the trouble and strife. Okay, so this coming up in your past position is basically saying to you, my darling, that you have had an awful lot of people put you down. You've had an awful lot of people kind of they are, look, Kelly, you've had an awful lot of people kind of say to you, no, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, you've got to do this, stay there. And you've wanted to fight each and every one of them. Each of these swords is kind of representing a different aspect that you like, no, I'm gonna do it anyway. And it takes a lot of courage to stand up. But what I think has happened is that because you've started to fight back, I guess, because you started to want to have those freedoms, because you started to want to be your own person, other people around you are like, oh my god, Tanisha, you were never like this before. Oh my god, you were never this. Like, oh, you always used to do what you were told. And I think that's what is happening at the moment. Like, people used to tell you what to do, and inside you were like, okay, and you did it, but you weren't happy. And now you're like, oh, why do I need to do that? And I think that's a massive change that has happened. This is also one where you are where you are overcoming that, all of those struggles, all of those issues you are overcoming, because it's in your past position. So I think that kind of the bit of you that has shifted, the bit of you that has changed and has basically said that actually I want to go forward with my own ideas, my own thoughts and everything else, that has absolutely shifted. Yeah, okay, thank you for that, Tanisha. In the present situation, now this might be a little bit difficult. This is the 6 of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles is all about the finances, but in this case is also all about celebrations and family. Now, when you said you've got some restrictions, I think that is very much coming from a family base, isn't it? And that people are kind of, it's not that you're being excluded, but it's kind of like, you know, it's almost like the people around you want you to shut up, put your head down and just do what they say. And actually you're the one that's kind of there going, why do I have to do that? Why? And it kind of almost feels, this card is about a celebration, and this card is about celebrating togetherness and all of that, whereas actually I think because it's reversed, I think it's actually something that it's kind of like you're not being invited to a party. And I think kind of in the wider aspects of your family or your sort of social circle, you're kind of feeling a little bit shut out. And it's something which I think they are excluding you, because I think that they don't understand you. Like, and it's almost like, as I was talking about with this card, where people are basically going, shut up and do what I say. Like, that's the way things have been. That's the way things have always been. And you're kind of there going, well, why do I need to do that? And they don't have answers for those questions. And so it's almost like, because they can't answer your question, they would rather you didn't ask it. Therefore, they would rather not invite you to the family event where you might ask that question. Does that make sense? And it's something which feels like it gives me a heavy heart now as I'm reading this card. It's a really, really heavy feeling of, you know, having people shun you and having people kind of turn their back on you almost. And it feels, you know, it's almost like there's a family wedding happening over there and you're not invited, whereas your siblings or your cousins and that might be invited. And it's got that sort of feeling to it. And I think it's awful and it's sticky and it's horrible. And it feels very, very like, oh, very restrictive is a good word, but it feels very kind of like constrictive. It feels very much that they're putting you in a jail. But I think that yeah. You've just put in the chat that they're not bad people. They're all good, but the thought process is different. Absolutely, my darling. Yeah, they're not doing it. They're not doing it out of malice. They're not trying to hurt you in any way. It's just that they don't understand you. They don't understand the things that you want to do and that you want to achieve. And it may well be just a sign of the times, because I do feel that you are somebody who is much more plugged into the internet, the wider world, lots of different political ideas, lots of different political views. You know, you've got access to lots of different information. You're talking to a wide range of people. I mean, God, you're talking to a 44-year-old trans woman on YouTube. You know what I mean? So you are talking to a much wider group of people, which gives you a whole different perspective on life. Because, you know, it's very easy to demonize groups of people that you've never met. You know what I mean? It's very easy to think of people as other if you've never met them and conversed with them. Once you start doing that with all these different groups of people, then you learn to accept that everybody is just a human being. And actually, you know, the things that make us different also make us the same. You know what I mean? So it's like, yes, people have different skin colors, different religions, different paths, different genders, all of those things. We've got all of these differences, but also at the heart of it, we are all just human beings trying to make our way through life, feeling like we're other. We are all other in one aspect or another. And this is something that I think, it's not, you're right, they're not bad people, but it's just that somehow it's kind of like, it's like, you know how sometimes children ask questions, don't they? And they're like, mom, what's that? You know, I saw Dad having a shower or coming out the toilet, and there was a difference between his legs to what's between mine. What's going on? What's that? And the parents are like, don't ask that question. We'll ask that later. We'll tell you when you're older. And it's almost like you're asking questions that they can't answer, and they don't know how to answer, if that makes sense. Now, the outcome, we've got the sun. This is a fantastically bright card. It's a beautiful card. It's beautiful energy. It's basically spring and summer in a bottle, in a card. Basically, it's saying to you that you know, your outcome is going to be very, very, very bright. It's going to be something that is very positive. It may well be that you can't bring all of the extended family members with you. It may well be that you're going to have to learn to stand on your own 2 feet, but doing that is going to be something that is going to bring you that freedom. And there are going to be difficult decisions to make along the way, but I do honestly think that you are going to be happy moving forward. I genuinely do. Party thing reminds me, I always want to hang out with your friends, but it's a bit restricted. Like, sometimes I'm allowed, but not always. But I feel like enjoying every second day, aside from studies, obviously. Yeah, absolutely. You need to enjoy your life. And obviously, I'm not going to sit here and tell you to ignore your family or ignore the people around you. But like, you also need to have a life, and you also need to be happy in your heart and in your soul. And that is something which we all need to learn. We really do. All of us need to learn. Right, I'm going to pull you a 4th card as well. Okay, so this is, there's going to be some difficult times getting to the sun. Okay, so there are going to be some conflicts along the way. Again, you've got another sword card. So again, it's that conflict of ideas, that conflict of kind of interests, all these various different issues. I do think that you will have some stuff to deal with in terms of family. You really will. I think you are going to have to I think you are going to have to kind of overcome those things, and you are going to have to find a way to make peace with them, particularly because this card is reversed, which means that there are some hidden elements under there. But even if it wasn't, you can see there are two swords one way up and one the other. And the one that's kind of the other way up has a rose in it. So that tells us these are our loved ones. So these are a feeling, almost got a feeling that it's kind of like the issue is going to be from a maternal, so your mum, your aunt, your nan, something like that, where you are going to have to kind of find a way to be able to live the life that you want to live, but also kind of still be seen as the same little girl in their eyes, if that makes sense. Anyway, my darling, I really hope that you can take that. I did see you said something in the chat about asking a second question. If you can do that for next week, that will be absolutely lovely, my darling, and I will very much look forward to answering that for you next week. But yeah, I'm really hopeful that you reach that sun very, very soon, because I think it's a lovely card, and I think it's a really lovely future that you've got sort of directly ahead of you. Right then, don't forget, everybody, if you would like a reading, if you are here live, we're down to 12 on the live, so we've lost a few today. Thank you, my darling. We have lost a few today, but if you are here on the live stream and you are wanting a tarot reading, please do put the word question followed by a question in the live chat. Kirsty will take that information and send it across to me, and I will read that for you when I can. Don't forget, everybody, I do have another live stream each and every Thursday morning, as long as I'm not dead, over on the Beyond Authentic Health channel. It's a coffee and a catch up, and it's literally, we just chat about what's been happening in the week, chat about a bit of gossip. It's where we'll talk about our weight loss journey for me and Rufus, how that's gone or not, and all of that, and also our sort of our journey with long COVID. So yeah, all of that, my darling, we will oh God, Jesus. So all of that we do over on the live stream on Thursday morning. But also, you might have seen last night was Kirsty's Friday Night Natter. It's her 1 year anniversary of the Friday Night Natter over on the Making It Up channel. So if you don't know Kirsty, who is in the here live, she's in the live chat. Just look for Kirsty. She's got a little blue with a little spanner next to her. Go and click on that, and you will see that Kirsty is one of our oppos here. She's one of my besties, and she has a beauty and spooky channel. So if you like your beauty with a big dollop of spooky, do go and check that out. Also, if you like channels where there is a focus on skincare, but also just like a really lovely authentic energy that comes through, check out Afflicted Beauty, our Kelly in the live chat as well. Do check out her channel. They should all be linked down below. Kelly is absolutely lovely. She does videos on all aspects of makeup and beauty. She does the project pans and the monochromatic thingies, all of that. But she's also studying skincare as well as raising kids and having a really hectic life. So if you would like to see kind of like, she's not a mommy blogger though. So, you know, sometimes you get mommy bloggers. Yeah, she's not like that. But she does blogs about various products and what she's got from various sub boxes and she's got the inside scoop on so many things. So if you want to see that, do go and check out our lovely Kelly's channel as well. Thank you, Tanisha. I'm glad that it was helpful. Right then, so we've got a reading in for Anita, our lovely major spanner there in the live chat. Oh God, Jesus. So I will go ahead and look at that for you in just a second. Don't forget, everybody, if you are interested in all things alternative witchcrafty, do check out my series now, my new series every Wednesday evening. It's called the Witchy Wednesday, and that will be going live this week as well. There's a couple of videos already that have gone up, and that's now going to be a weekly upload. So that's going to be every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday that I upload videos on this channel now. Okay, my darling, so for Anita, after 6 months off work with mental health issues, it will be time to return to work in 2 weeks. How will it go? Am I strong enough? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you strong enough? You're one of the strongest people I know. Of course you're fucking strong enough. Excuse my language. Yes. But I will read the cards for you, and I will see what the cards have to say. Yes, you are, is the answer, Anita. You absolutely are strong enough to deal with this. Let me just have a little look-see. Right, here we go. This is for Anita. There we go. There we go. Right. Thank you for posting that in the chats, Kirsty. Right, here we go. Okay, first of all, you've got 3 cards in a 3-card reading. 2 of them are major arcana. This is a shouty, shouty, shouty message. Okay, this is a big message that you need to sit down, stop doing major spanner duties. Kirsty, take over for a second, please. Anita, you just need to listen to this reading. Okay, and I'm talking very honestly, very seriously now, because you've got a court card and 2 major arcana cards. So this is like the universe going clunk on the head. In the past position, we have the King of Cups. Now, this can represent male energy coming through. It's often a loved one. The king is somebody who is quite authoritative, somebody who is quite powerful. It's coming up in your past position, so it is somebody from your past that kind of is kind of, how can I say, is still affecting the decisions that you're making now, if that makes sense. The king is somebody who likes to be liked, likes to be loved, likes to be wanted, in that sort of aspect. Can be quite a paternal, quite a nurturing kind of figure, but not always, because the kings are still in control. They are still, they are still the rulers. The only one above a king is an emperor. So you have an emperor in your present position. Now, this can represent, again, this can represent that male energy. Emperors are very much seen as bosses. They are authoritative. They are above a king. They are basically the political machinations of the cards. They are the ones who rule things. So the guy has a world in his hands. You know what I mean? He's above mountains. Technically, the throne is supposed to be in the valley, high up in the mountains. So he is above other people. He is somebody who lords it over people. Now, this can represent an element of you. This could be your boss. This could be other sort of male images or male figures. But he is somebody who is very much what he says goes. Now, if this is representing you, then this is representing that part of you which is the boss, and that part of you which has to take on that role. I'm going to do you a 6 card. In fact, I'm going to do that now because we'll get some clarity on this. Right? Okay. You've got 2 more major cards. Fuck's sake! Right? Okay. So past position, the underlying, the 2 of Wands. This is your sense of security. This is where you have had your your sense of who you are was very much linked in with this figure. Okay, so whoever this King of Cups represents, whoever this represents, he is completely kind of linked to you. This 2 is very much linked to you. This sense of self, the Wands, is very much linked to you. A lot of your identity is directly linked through this person. It's something that is coming up. It's neither coming up in a neutral or a positive. It's literally just coming up as something to be aware, although this is coming up as the kind of the warnings suit. With the Emperor, we have the Hangman reversed. So whoever this person is, whether this is your boss, whether this is another, like a family member, whether this is somebody in your social circle, whoever this person is that is in control, whoever the one is that is making the decisions, like literally, this is the Roman gladiator. This is like, what is it? Julius Caesar doing the thumbs up or thumbs down as to which of the Christians get thrown to the lions. That is what this is representing. The Hanged Man element is that this person has been acting first without wisdom, without thinking things through. So whatever decisions they've been making, whatever's been going on in terms of like your headspace, I don't think this is just work related because there's no pentagrams here, pentacles, discs here at all. But whoever this is, they have absolutely kind of played you, and they have acted first without wisdom, without that kind of knowledge, and even to the extent like the positive sides of the Hangman, like those positive sides can also be viewed as a negative right now. It's like this could be you being forced to wait until the time was right to go back to work. I don't know whether that was an option, like whether you are forced to go back, whether you were forced to take time off. I don't know kind of how that force element comes in, but it's almost like the decision was made for you. Now, the Hangman is something which normally is a really positive card. You've heard me talk about it before. It's Odin sitting on the Yggdrasil, getting the runes, being given the knowledge of the universe, being able to tap into that knowledge. This is something where if you have, over the time that you've been off work, if you have used that time to do some inner work, some shadow work, to look at the elements of you, like the positive and the negative in terms of your mental health and where that's come from, where things have gone right and wrong, then going back is a good thing. If you haven't done that, even though you've had the opportunity, then this is what this could represent. And it could mean that there is still work to do. Again, it depends on who asked this question, the Emperor. Now, the one thing I will say, the Emperor coming in with male energy could very much be you, okay? The reason I'm saying that is because I know that your job was quite you were a boss ass bitch again as well, weren't you? Or that you are. And this side of you where you are making the decisions and kind of almost like you make the decisions regardless of the emotional aspect of the outcome. It's kind of like, you know, you're going to hire and fire someone, and you're going to hire somebody who is best for the job, even though this person who might be your friend wanted that job. But you're like, nope, Bob over there is the best suited, and they're going to get the job because they've interviewed well and they've got all the qualifications. Sorry, Anne, you didn't get it. You know what I mean? There's something like that. And you were making those decisions with your head and not your heart. So yeah, bear that in mind. This can represent that aspect of you, or it can represent your boss. I am thinking, as I'm talking, that it's the aspect of you because we've got the Empress reversed in your future. So Emperor and Empress. These are big, important cards. So the Empress is basically, it's very similar in terms of authority, okay? If you think about it in terms of an actual royal family, you've got the Emperor, the Empress, then underneath that, you've got the King and the Queen. So the reason that Prince Philip was never made a king is because the King has more power constitutionally than the Queen does. So even though she's the one that is in line for the royal family, if she had married him and he became king, he would have had the power, not her. That's why he was only ever king consort or prince whatever. So that's what that difference is. And the Empress is one step beneath the Emperor, so literally one step behind in terms of that ranking, but she brings with her that maternal side. She brings with her that emotional side. The card that's mostly, or the word that's most representative of the Empress is abundance. It's wealth. It's talking about financial success. In this case, she is reversed, so she is bringing that with her, but it's bringing it with her in a very, not in a different way, but in a way that you are going to have to work for. So if there is an element with the workplace where, you know, your authority is going to be questioned, you're going to need to stamp your foot down. This isn't the same as the High Priestess that I think it was Karina got. This isn't the same as that energy at all. The High Priestess is very aloof, very by the book, very much, you know, this is this and that is that. The Empress is far more nurturing. She's far more maternal. She's far more kind of not touchy-feely, but she wants the best for everybody around her. So the energy that was very much like, this is the decision with no emotions, that kind of now needs to shift a little bit when you go back to work. You need to bear in mind your emotions, not necessarily the people around you, but your emotions and how you handle things. It's a very, very positive card to go back to work with. The authority element might be something that, as I say, gets questioned. I don't know why I keep coming back to that. So it may well be that if you were in line for promotion, that might have gone. Or if you were in line for promotion, it might be you have to jump through lots and lots of extra hoops. Again, the thing underneath this is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is a very positive card in terms of opportunity. The flip side of it, and it coming up in the underlying, is that there is a risk involved. So it's almost that thing of, you know, if you want to get the luxuries in life, the spoils and the victories, then you need to roll the dice, but you need to be prepared to lose what you're gambling. And this is a big deal on this card. And it's basically like saying that, you know, you can win at work, but you're going to risk everything to do it, and that is going to be a big risk. And the fact that she's reversed may mean that you'll win, but not in the way that you're expecting. So again, sometimes what can feel like a step backwards is actually, in the long term, a massive sidestep. You can sidestep an entire issue. So people that have been made redundant, like I know somebody that was made redundant from a job that they'd had for a few years, right? They got a redundancy package, everything was fine. They were part of a, you know, scaling back of employees. So they took this redundancy package, they weren't overly sure about it, ended up going for redundancy. A year and a bit later, maybe not even 2 years, but sort of about 18 months or so later, the company went bust. So all the people that stayed there and didn't take redundancy lost their jobs and got nothing, because they literally they everything went tits up. So my friends who took the redundancy ended up, at the time they were like, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm being made redundant. Like, this is the worst thing that could possibly happen. 2 years later, they're like, thank fuck I took redundancy when I did, because I would have had nothing. And at least I got a redundancy payout, which meant I had 6 months of being, you know, having my mortgage and everything paid before I really had to, you know, the shit hit the fan to get another job. I had that window of time to find the right job. And it's kind of that sensation. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to lose your job or get redundant, any of that, but it's almost like, you know, you are going to win, you are going to be fine long term in the workplace, you are going to go back into that kind of field of, or that position of authority, because the Empress is quite powerful, but it might be in a slightly different way. It might be with a slightly different focus, that being slightly more nurturing than slightly more hard-faced. I don't know if that makes sense. And the risk involved is something which is absolutely going to come your way. Again, I think it's going to pay off because this is a very positive card. Let me just do one more card. Right, okay. There is definitely, I know that you've spoken before about somebody in the workplace that is a bit of a cowbag. She's still going to be a cowbag. She's still going to be a cowbag. She is going to cause you, or try and stick the needle in and the knife in the back. So she's absolutely still going to be doing that. Redundancy may be on the horizon, and you'll have the option to volunteer for it or roll the dice and see if it's compulsory. Oh my God, redundancy. Okay. Okay, so if that's troll bitch, let me have a little look. See, right, we've got the Seven of Swords. There's lots of, right. Okay. This is what I pulled, right? Oh, sorry. There you go. This is what I pulled. This is backstabbing bitch, boss. Don't like her. This is what this is. This is like, this person is holding the sword. It's glowing like a lightsaber. This person's like, no, please don't. They're trying to hold all these swords in place. So this is backstabbing bitch. This is lots more stuff being said behind your back, behind the surface. Lots of bitching and yeah, just bitching, like really, really, really nasty vibes, nasty energy, bitching behind your back. Things you're unaware of. Things have been said about you. Things have been kind of spoken about behind your back, but without your knowledge. But then the Ace of Pentacles comes in, it's reversed. So the Ace of Pentacles is the money suit. This is the one that this would be maybe redundancy. So this is that double-edged sword of taking a redundancy payout where you've got a decent amount of money. And again, I think I like, negotiate your redundancy payment. Like when it comes up, talk to them, negotiate it, because you can get more money. I don't know why I'm saying that, but you can apparently. The reversal on this is, okay, cover button, take care, my friend. The reversal on this is basically the element of you not wanting to give up the job, the authority. You don't necessarily want to let that go, but it's something which is going to be beneficial. This is a good financial project, a new financial phase of your life. Let me just do one more for an outcome. Okay, security, wands, the Knight of Wands. Don't go in. This is like don't go in combative. Don't go into this like the negotiations where you are looking. God, I'm turning into Aphrodite. Hang on a second. Right. Okay. Fuck me. You've got a lot of major cards. Right. Don't go in all guns blazing to whatever this negotiation is. Okay. If they're talking about redundancy, when you go back to work, kind of Don't react. Don't react. Like, we know what happened on it with everything this last week. Don't react. Don't yeah, don't let your emotions, like, literally kind of, oh my god, how can I put this? Don't react. When they go high, no, when they go low, go high. So when somebody says something and they're trying to push your buttons, don't react, because you will say something, or you will not explode, but you will say something that will give them, it will give them receipts. It will give them receipts. It will give them ammunition. Yeah, for later on. Okay, it will give them something to hold over you if you go in reactive. So the Knight of Wands, especially because this isn't the swords. So this isn't about going in and having a huge argument. This is where they're going to literally try and undermine your sense of self. They're going to be like saying, it's almost like saying, oh, well, you can come back, but if you're not up for it, you could always be the tea lady. It's like, you know what I mean? That kind of really bitchy, backstabbing kind ofness, where they're trying to press those buttons. Don't let them do it, because you've got the star coming up. The star is really, really positive. Again, even though it's reversed, it's talking about wishing on a star. So wishes do come true, but this is reversed. Do not let kind of your prayer to the gods kind of thing, your wishes, don't let that color the conversations that you had you're going to have with your bosses and with your colleagues. Particularly, I think this is about your boss. Don't let like wishful thinking guide that. Don't let your oh my god, don't let the feelings that you've got about, if my boss wasn't here, then this and this could have happened and that could have happened. This isn't an alternative timeline, I guess is what I'm saying. Don't kind of think to yourself, oh my god, I could have done this or we could have done that. All this time we could have been friends. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? Don't let that kind of what ifs, maybe buts. Don't let that fantasy color your decisions when you go into negotiations, when you go into when you go back to work, because there's almost this part of you that's like wishful thinking and kind of like, oh, I wish that we could, a bit like, so a lot of people will know, and I'm talking on the internet, so I'm going to be very careful what I say. I do not have the best relationship with my sister, but there is always that part of me that's like, I want to have that relationship where we're like in the movies, where it's like, hi sis, oh, do you want to come shopping? Oh, we're going to have a girly day. Oh, let's do our nails and drink some cocktails. Oh, let's have a lovely day. That's what I want. Okay, that is what I want, and I know that's never going to happen. So that colors my judgment, and this is basically what this is saying. Don't let what you want to happen color your judgment, because we've got the Tower, and the Tower is reversed. So the Tower, hold up the other way, Lisa. The Tower is literally, so this is like the Tower of Babel. This is a whole thing. People are jumping out of it because God has struck the tower with lightning, and there's the Hebrew sign for Yahweh, which is Yahweh. Yeah, which is the sort of one of the Jewish God images. There's also a dove in there, which is a little bit Christian God. But this is all basically saying, like, their world, that way right up, their world is going to come tumbling down around them. Okay, so don't allow yourself, if redundancy comes up, right? There's a reason why that story popped into my head. If redundancy comes up and it's something that you can negotiate for a bit more money, take it, because the company might not be there in 5 years' time, because the Tower's coming up, and it's all about building a house on shifting sands. It's all about having all of that kind of, your foundations aren't solid. Everything is going to come tumbling round their ears. Oh my god, I am so turning into Aphrodite. Right, okay, fuck me. Right, okay, so you've got Judgment, the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Cups. Long-term reaction. You have the Judgment card, so this is a big decision that you need to make. This is talking about where you want to be in life. So you've made some changes over the last 6 months. You've been off work. The changes that you've made, the things that you are now wanting, your goals, your ambitions have shifted. Don't be trapped in your old self before you left work. Does that make sense? Like, you are a different person. There are some different values, different ethos that you are now looking at. That ethos is something which has been a really fundamental change in you. It's not there yet. It's not fully realized, but there are some things that you've realized over the last 6 months about yourself that you need to grab hold of and take moving forward. Okay, whatever those things are, however that kind of reveals itself, whatever it is that you have shifted on, that is what you need to keep on board with. Because the judgment card, God, I keep dropping it, the judgment card is literally, it's like getting to the pearly gates. You open up the book of your life and they go, overall we're not sure. And it's about that. And like, it's like you've made those big decisions in the last 6 months. You've started something. This is the Ace of Wands. You have started a shift in how you see yourself. You have started a shift in your sense of self. Your own identity has shifted over this 6 months, quite fundamentally. And I think more than you realize, certainly more than any of us who only know you from the YouTubes realize, you have fundamentally shifted something in your life. Now, we all know you as like the amazing woman who takes on all the kittens and the cats and everything else. But there is something maybe around that. There is something that is new that you have literally pivoted on and shifted because you've got the Ace of Wands. And it's something that wasn't ever in your life plan. If you write down, you know, where I'm going to be in 5 years' time, this was not on your radar. This 6 month sabbatical, this 6 month kind of forced leave that you've had to undertake, this is what has changed this. And then you have the Three of Cups. Cups is the emotional suit. This is the one which is basically saying that this is you with your hearts and flowers. Follow your heart because you are discovering a part of yourself. Okay, my darling, you are discovering a part of yourself. You are discovering an element that you have had to not downplay, but you are finding a new space in your heart, if that makes sense. And I almost kind of feel, I don't know how long you've been doing the cat rescue thing, but it kind of feels like you have opened yourself up to loving energy and unconditional loving energy, and that has meant a lot to you in this last 6 months. Whatever this love energy is that you've got, and it isn't romantic, it isn't sexual, it's not like, well, hey, go and get your bones jumped. It's not that. Whatever this is in the last 6 months, it's meant something to you, and it's meant something. Oh, I'm getting emotional myself. It's meant something on a very fundamental level which you have lacked for whatever reason. And it wasn't until you were forced to stop that suddenly you look at your life and you go, fuck, actually, I don't want to go back to work and be that person. So whatever that is, this is where you need to honor yourself, because you could go back to work and go back into that role. I don't think it's going to happen. And I think genuinely, I think you have shifted, and that you are now kind of, oh my God, right, yeah, okay, this is right. You have shifted, and your focus before was financial and career, and that was kind of, you wanted this and this, career money, grind that grindstone, you know what I mean, wheel on the stone, wheel on the grindstone, keep working, and then you were forced to stop. Now you are looking at lots of different scenarios. So we are looking at the Eight of Swords. This is about you sitting at home, looking at other people's issues. This is what you've done for 6 months. You have literally sat there and looked at the people that you used to work with and the job and everything else, and you've watched all of that, and you've kind of gone, fucking grow up. Oh my God, really? And you've kind of seen little bits and snippets, and you've seen it from a different perspective. But you've also had, like, the King of Pentacles is the financial. It's reversed. I didn't even realize that. I literally just read that the right way up. The King of Pentacles is about money. This is about positions of power and authority. And again, this is you not having that for the last 6 months, but also realizing this Eight of Pentacles. This is you realizing for the last 6 months that the money you've got, kind of, or the career that you've got, is enough to sustain you. Like you can take a pay cut and you can carry on. It's like, it's not all about the money. We don't need your money. It's not about the paycheck. It's all about the worth it, whatever it is. It's this difference. I did not know that. I knew project manager. I didn't know the company. But this difference, this is kind of a big difference for you. And it's something which you are going to shift. You are going to shift into something where the financial element is less important in your life. You're not going to feel that pressure. So whether that is a shift in where you live, there's nothing here. There's no Chariot. There's very few wands, very few cups, but a hell of a lot of major arcana cards coming up. So this is something that is really, really, really big. This is a really, really, really big message saying that basically, yes, you are going to go back to work and things are going to be a bit awkward. There's going to be a backstabbing bitch. Thank you. That is going to be kind of, she's still going to be doing all of that. Ignore it. They're going to try and label you either as weak or as unfit to do the job or something on all of that. They are going to focus on that element of your mental health. Oh, well, look, you know, if she was as strong as she said she wouldn't have cracked. Well, no, actually, if you weren't such a fucking bitch, she wouldn't have cracked. Right? So there's that. But this 6 months has literally made you shift. I'm going to pull one more card. Oh, fucking hell. Major Arcana card. Major. This is Temperance. This is finding a peaceful way out. Finding a peaceful solution. This is you honoring kind of your spirit and honoring your sense of self, and not kind of, this is you are a new you. To all extents and purposes, you are a new you. And I know that you've talked about doing bits and pieces. I know that you've talked about you know, doing some mental health work with some assistance. This is what is happening. You are coming out of what's held you back. So you have literally been kind of like in this prison, in this, like, think of like the Iron Man suit, or like what they call the Iron Maiden thing, you know, like the thing that traps you in, like a Venus flytrap or something. This is you absolutely kind of being trapped in that role, in that position, and you could have gone on like that for a while until your body gave in with the stress and you basically collapsed. But what's happened, your mental health has basically shown a little bit of a chink. You've taken that 6 months off, and in that 6 months you've basically gone, why am I in this Iron Maiden? Why do I put this on every day? Because a bit like the Hangman, where's the Hangman? Where's the Hangman? Where's the Hangman? We have the Hangman. There we go. It's right there. A bit like the Hangman, and I say it every time, he's hanging there of his own volition. These feet are not tied. And you being in that Iron Maiden, you were willingly putting on this metal trapped suit of, oh my God, I need to do this for the work, I need to do this, blah, blah, blah. These are the reasons I'm doing this. And you believed them very firmly, and those were your goals and those were your ideals at the time, but you were so trapped in that, and you were so stuck, and it was such a really, really tight thing in there, trapped in that. And this 6 months has basically allowed you out of that, and you've literally gone, hang on, this isn't even locked, and oh, okay, right, I'll step out of that then, and there's a sun and there's some fresh air and there's like, oh, I can hear the butterflies and the birds and everything's really pretty. And that change has been fundamental in you. And you might not recognize it now because you're still cooking. You're not done yet. So if there is a chance for you to take redundancy and it's something that you have been considering, then seriously look at it. If there is something where you are able to negotiate for more money, then seriously look at it, because I think that is an option that is going to be given to you. But fundamentally, you have to make the decision, Anita, on whether or not you want to put yourself back in that Iron Maiden. And it might be fine to do it short term, but long term, you are going to go back into that feeling of trapped, feeling of Groundhog Day, feeling of every day being the same, back on that treadmill, constantly working. And it's going to be something that will grind you back down, particularly because you've just had 6 months where you haven't felt that trapped. Okay, right. Oh my God. Intense. I don't know how many cards that was. I've got no idea how many cards that was. But thank you so much, everybody, for being here on the live stream. It's 9:05 already. I have ignored the chat, so if there's anything that I need to see in the chat, I will try and replay this and watch this back. Anita, you fought for your job, but now I wonder why, as they've made it miserable for a year, although you love your job, but is it worth it? That's the thing. That is the thing. Is it worth it? Only you can answer that. There could be other opportunities coming your way. There really could be other opportunities coming your way. Let me do you a single oracle self-care as well. I think there are other things coming your way. I think there are chances. Yeah, there is definitely something else coming your way. It's not in the short term. So if you need to go back to work and you're looking at like a 6 month or a year down the line, where you are looking at kind of, you go back, you do what you need to do for a short period of time until you get your release. Then if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. So don't make any rash decisions yet. You need to think on this because it's big life decisions we're talking about. But in terms of the self-care oracle card, okay, we have movement. So this could be yoga, this could be exercise, or this could be time to move on. That was my first, as soon as I opened it. Do you remember I said we didn't have a chariot card, we didn't have a travel card, we didn't have a movement card, and this has come up. Again, you make the decisions about your own life. You really do. Tarot is not for anything other than entertainment purposes. However, I think you need to look at what makes you happy, and you need to look at what's going to make you happy. And it may well be that actually your priorities have shifted. And if they have, if your priorities have shifted to the extent that the cards and everything is telling me that they have, then you need to be true to yourself. And fundamentally, you know, we talk about on this channel, we talk about going beyond the PR hype to give authentic reviews. We talk about, you know, going beyond the mundane to talk about authentic witchcraft. Authentic is in the title. It was when it was Authentic Beauty. It is still now. Authenticity is something that I find vital in my life, and our authentic self is something which we need to honor. Now, it may well be that your authentic self isn't anymore about chasing the finances, chasing the pay packet. It may well be that your authentic self has shifted, and what your soul, heart, and mind need for you to be happy has moved. And if that's what it is, then yeah, that's what it is. Another 5 years with them won't make me happy. I know that, but it's scary. 52 and no job. That is true. That is true. It is scary. So that's why I'm saying don't make any rash decisions. And if you've got to go back to work for them for a year, go back to work for them for a year. There was nothing here about a time scale, an immediate time scale. But there's also nothing saying that you have to go back into the same job role. You could always look at still working for the company, but in a slightly different job role. Do you remember where the emperor became the empress? So it may well be that you take a sidestep or you take a slight demotion in rank that will still give you a decent wage, but will take some of the pressure off, or take some of the, you know, you've got to do this by the book, company, sell kind of structure off. So it might be something like that. Well, whatever it is, there is definitely a shift happening in terms of going from emperor to empress. So going from that slightly more suited and booted, hard-nosed bitch into somebody who is more holistic, more well-rounded in your workplace. So that could be that you are going to, you know, like you're going to do much more of the touchy-feely type stuff, or it could be far more that you are going to find more of a work-life balance, do a few less hours, all of that. And so if that is something that you are going to okay, Katrina, no worries. I did wonder whether you thought it was alive. I did wonder that at the time. But Anita, in all honesty, I think that you are, if you go back into the same job role and you are looking at 5 years doing the same thing as you did, you are going to hate it and you'll be miserable. I think that there is still plenty of scope to work for the same company. As I said, there's nothing here that is an immediate short term. So all of this is something where you can go back to work, and then in 2023, there'll be an ideal job come up within the company that sidesteps you, or 2022, or later this year. There'll be something that happens, and it could be redundancy, but there'll be something that happens where you're like, actually, do you know what? I can pivot and go down a different direction, maybe within the same company, maybe with a different company, but that is definitely something that is there. Think long and hard about what makes you happy. Think long and hard about, like, so again, another friend of mine has worked in the NHS for absolutely years, and they've now decided they took early retirement and then went from working like 5 days a week for the NHS to working 2 or 3 days a week on bank, and they basically are earning the same money as they were before, plus they've got some of their NHS pension kicking in now. So they are able to, you know, keep their head above water, still pay for their bills, still keep themselves financially secure, but only work, you know, half the amount that they were working before, and it's making them far happier. So there are always ways and means around things. There are always different opportunities. It just depends on what we can see at that moment. From the cards, I think you are going to have difficulty with Boss Ass Bitch. I think she's going to be an absolute cowbag, and I think you're going to have to deal with that. I think you're going to have to bite your tongue like you have never bitten your tongue before. Like you never needed love before, gonna make love to you, baby. Bite your tongue, don't start a war. Bite your tongue, Anita, baby. Yeah, you're gonna need to bite your tongue. That's what you're gonna need to do. You're gonna need to literally just be like, okay, but keep receipts. If she asks you to do something and you're like, keep receipts. I don't know why I'm getting that last message, but keep the receipts. And I don't mean like from what you spend at Asda. I mean, you know, if she sends you an email where she's a bit grotty, save it in a file, keep it as a receipt file, because it may well come up later down the line, either at a tribunal or at something where there is money involved. So that could be down to the redundancy. You know, it could be that she says, oh, by the way, you know, we could give you £5 million. And you go, okay. And then you get there and you look at your redundancy thing and it's like, £2.50 in a bag of pork scratchings, and you're like, you offered me £5 million. She's like, no, I didn't. And you're like, hang on a second, print. There's the printout. See this? Look, this is what you sent me. So yeah. Anyway, there we go. That is it for a self-care Sunday. We did 3 readings, but once again, we've done a really long one on the back end. I'm really, really grateful for everybody who has stuck by us tonight, and everybody who is going to be watching this on the replay. Thank you so much. Oh, that was. Thank you. My mouth has stopped working. I think I've got dry mouth. Thank you so much to everybody who has watched this tonight. Thank you so much to everybody who has asked questions and asked for readings. Thank you to Anita for allowing me to delve so deeply into that. Wow, it's not very often that I do deep dive like Aphrodite deep dives like that. It's certainly been a while, especially doing that on the interwebs. But yeah, thank you so much. I've got to say a huge thank you to the lovely Yaz, a huge thank you to the gorgeous Kelly, a huge thank you to the wonderful Kirsty, and of course, a huge thank you to the amazing Anita. So thank you to the Spanner Squad for keeping everything running so smoothly. Also, thank you to everybody who is here and has been watching. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for taking part. If you've enjoyed this video or this live, please do give it a thumbs up on your way out. But for now, everybody, I wish you all a fantastic week. I will have, I think I've got a friend mail unboxing on Tuesday, a Witchy Wednesday on Wednesday, and on Thursday, I've got another unboxing. So there's 3 videos coming up this week. There might be a 4th. We'll see what happens. But for now, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I have been Lisa. You have been fantastic. And I will see you next week. And as we always say, awkward wave, awkward wave, awkward wave. Don't forget, check out Kirsty over on Making It Up. She's got a channel. Check out Afflicted Beauty. She's got a channel. Go and check out some of these lovely other people in the live stream. They've all got channels. So do go and check those out. And I will see you next time. Don't forget, Thursday morning, 11 a.m. UK time over on Beyond Authentic Health. Right, I'm going now. Bye!